all want to be the top of the game. Lots of athletes are naturally gifted at what they do, while others are caught red-handed cheating their ways trying to win first place. Getting fined millions of dollars while also being humiliated in front of a huge crowd doesn't really seem to be worth it after all. Here are 10 athletes who got caught cheating. Number 10. This one is pretty obvious. Don't know why anyone would do this when everyone's watching. Apparently, this guy was caught cheating, damaging the penalty spot area after his teammate digging up the dirt, making the spot field uneven, so the opposite team kicking the ball would make him trip and miss the goal.
And I don't know what to do. Each time I try to get past it, in the end I think of you.
Number 9. Here is Paul Millsap. This guy isn't really the victim here, but the last guy who touched the ball is. Someone had used stick gum, which is a sticky substance used for a better grip for handling the ball. Dwight Howard was the guy in the game who had used it. He even admitted of using the substance on Twitter.
You come back, I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. It's so hard to breathe when you're not here with me. And tough still to live, I don't know how to be. In my lonely mind, I play the same movie. Everything's a mess, it's plain to see. It's so hard to breathe when you're not here with me. And tough is still
Number 8. This one is one huge horrible fraud. You never know what's happening until you find the ugly truth behind some people's intentions. Here's Louis Resto boxing against Billy Collins. You're probably thinking it's just another match. After Louis Resto had won, he went to the corner of Billy Collins. He touched the gloves of Resto and found out he had no padding in the gloves. Louis Resto and his trainer served 3.5 years in prison and were both suspended.
Even thought that there might have been something wrong with the gloves. Otherwise he would have pointed it out. Because at the end of the fight, Resto went over to congratulate him. Grabbed onto the gloves and held him. And he started speaking to the inspectors. These gloves, these gloves. Two had R on it and two had C on it. I observed a hole in the left and right glove that was marked R. Many laymen could tell that the glove was tampered.
Number 7. Have you ever heard of soccer diving? You'll know about it here. Here's this guy cheating his injury to give an impression a foul has been committed. It's really common in soccer as to many others do it to get their ways.
Can't help myself, I'm missing you. I can't stand this life alone. Don't make sense now that you're gone. Till you come back, I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. You just take up all the space.
Number 6. Rosie Ruiz was one of the most person talked about in 1980. She was known for cheating the marathon. She crossed the finish line without showing any signs of fatigue after a 2 hours and 30-minute run. So people were very suspicious. Later on, they determined she had taken the subway for a shortcut, but was never jailed or charged because they never knew how she did it.
So won't shine till you come through. Till you come back, I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. I can't stand this life alone. Don't make sense now that you're gone. Till you come back, I'm missing you. Can't help myself, I'm missing you. It's so hard to breathe when you're not here with me. And tough is still to live, I don't know how to be. In my lonely mind, I play the same movie. Everything's a mess, it's plain to see.
Number 5. There's just something about this sticky substance that all athletes seem to be obsessed about. Here is Brian Matus, who was caught using the same sticky substance on his arm. Apparently, it is against the rules to be using anything else besides your natural skills. He was then suspended shortly after.
Oh boy. Calling out his substance. Brian Mattis's arm. Like we saw Will Smith thrown out. Buck Showalter comes to see.
Spend the day looking blank
Mattis becomes his second big league pitcher
out
this
the
week.
window. All looks great in my tank.
On his arm.
I'm stuck in
Number 4. Cheaters are always very clever finding their ways, but they're not so clever when they get caught. This baseball player, Joey Necro, was caught using sandpaper to scuff his baseball for a better grip. They told him to empty his pockets. He then attempted to throw it out far so they don't see it. The simple mistake ended his whole 22 years of his career.
distracted, and I don't know what to do.
Do a search like this. Leave it like this.
Each time I try to get past it, in the end I think of you. Nothing's fine here without you. The sun won't shine till you come through. Till you come back.
Number 3. The Nancy Kerrigan attack. Nancy Kerrigan was a former figure skater who happened to be the best at what she does. A man had struck Nancy on the knee with a baton in an attempt to break her leg. Her rival Tanya Harding was banned for life because her husband was the man who orchestrated the attack against Nancy.
Can't help myself, I'm missing you. It's so hard to breathe when you're not here with me. And tough is still to live, I don't know how to be. In my lonely mind, I play the same movie. Everything's a mess, it's plain to see. It's so hard to breathe when you're not here with me. And tough is still to live, I don't know
do something risky and trip one of the Miami Dolphin players in an attempt to make his own team win. The New York Jets assistant coach, Sal Alosi, was then suspended and fined up to $25,000 for his actions. Number 1. Here we have the sticky substance again used in sports. This Yankees pitcher Michael Pineda was caught using pine tar. Even some of his fans quickly noticed and pointed it out. He was immediately stopped in the middle of the game and was ejected.
Nothing's fine here without you. The sun won't shine till you come through. Till you come back and I see you. Can't help myself, only see you. I can't stand this life alone. Don't make sense now that you're gone. Till you come back and I see you. Can't help myself, only see you. You just take up all the space in my mind.
Made it this far, you might as well subscribe and turn on post notifications. You will have a greater chance of becoming rich in life.
Nothing's fine here without you. The sun won't shine till you come through. Till you come back, help me see you. Can't help myself.